Горный лев.
Most things kill the deer, kill cattle, and kill horses, and
Он убивает
sometimes
там оленей, скот. Хищник, да.
that's from the range. I've got all these animals off of horses. This is an elk. It's called our elk. You guys have red stag over there. This is a coyote. They're wild. That's another mountain lion. That's a beaver. They live in the ponds around here, and they make hats out of them, and the old frontier guys put beaver hats on.
Hey Jimmy, Phil's bringing this group. I'll take them up around that way, and then when you guys are finished, you can just load them on the wagon, and
Okay.
they're out of here, and then I'll...
Sold you look 16 ton, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. If you see me
Чтобы найти лабиринт.
Okay. In this room is where all the work with the harnesses and the saddles.
Вы видите, что в этой комнате хранятся седла и хранится все то, что холодно, то здесь
Okay. We have some hot chocolate for you. Or coffee if you want coffee.
горячий шоколад.
If you want coffee, there's coffee.
Проблема вот в чем. Только проблема в том, что все на улице, если она хочет нас вести к пруду, где утки, еще куда-то на улице, только потом мы перейдем в помещение. Меня вот это смущает. Так это очень, они нас заболеют.
Черный, что посадил ждет просто, я думал, не мечтается.
And that's our bathroom.
Это туалет, а ванна все вместе.
Горячая вода пьет. Отлично, горячая вода.
That's our closet. Which? And then this comes. And then this is where we wash the clothes.
Где они стирают? У меня видно. А у меня? 38. А там, смотри, здесь белый. Смотри, вперед.
Okay. Did you get t-shirts? Everybody got a t-shirt? Okay. Did they play again? No. Did they get all? Did they all? Did you get one? Did you get one? No. You did?
Нет. Там внизу
Fill the with all cold and cold, cold Jim. With all cold and cold, cold man. You know right, there was a shotgun blast and old Paul went down. Lucy's old man was back in town. Lucy's old man was back in town. Will he ride no more on his big black stallion, setting all the girls aflame? The tall Paul gentleman on the big black stallion, but they didn't know his name. For high on the mountain in the hills of Tennessee, there's a tall tombstone without a name. There's flowers on the grave and the stallion stands near, waiting the return of the tall gentleman, waiting the return of the tall man. But he'll ride no more on his big black stallion, setting all the girls aflame. The tall gentleman on the big black stallion, but they didn't know his name.
Oh. Could we have your attention, please, over here in the corner?
This is Minel in Hamburg, is the artistic director and conductor of Moscow Boys Choir. And all of us shall not be with you on Christmas. We want to make you a Christmas present.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us a fig, now bring us a fig, bring us a fig, now bring us a fig, bring us a fig, bring us a fig, bring us a fig. Some old tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For we all like figgy pudding, for we all like figgy pudding, for we all like figgy pudding. So bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we won't go till we've got some, we won't go till we've got some, we won't go till we've got some, so bring some out here. Good tidings we bring to you and your king. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, 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 Happy New Year. Happy New
get different kind of voices, which gives a beautiful harmony, chances to enjoy. The program includes religious compositions, both by Russian and European composers. Famous Russian composers such as Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, Rimsky-Korsakov wrote a lot about religious compositions for the Orthodox Church. And actually, male choirs are very, very traditional for Russia. And they exist since the 13th century, since the time of Ivan male choirs, voice choirs. So it's a very traditional thing for Russia. It's something, well, it just, comes naturally from the composers. And Russian folk melodies. So it's friends, composers.
Tell them about the wonderful miracle that you got your visa just before.
Oh yes. By the way, well, we know about the latest events in Moscow. This musical school is located in the very center of Moscow, Moscow Boys Capital. It's very downtown of Moscow. And when the new revolution occurred, we seem to have too many of them. Every 2 years there's a new revolution. Here, the shooting in the streets, Moscow downtown, it was dangerous. Many people were scared. But the most exciting thing is that the event started on Monday, and we got our visas for the United States on Friday. So if we didn't get those visas on Friday, we would never make it, we would never be able to come. Well, you can understand easily why. Because if you change the time of your arrival, you have to change everything, the air tickets, to change the whole tour, which would not be acceptable. Perhaps a couple of other things I would like to tell you is that this boys' choir, besides giving recitals, has been invited many times, is invited regularly by the leading opera companies to perform in the opera performances, like Boris Godunov, like Bohème. They did a lot of this kind of work. And for the best opera companies we have, the best one we have is Bolshoi, and the second of its importance is Stanislavski and Mirovic Danchenko Musical Theatre. So Stanislavski is just has regular requests for this choir. And maybe another interesting thing for you to know is when the first McDonald's was opened in Moscow a couple of years ago. So this McDonald's invited this particular boys' choir to appear at the opening ceremony. Food at McDonald's. That's it.
Changes in the regimes over time have an effect on the kind of music you can sing from, say, the pre-Soviet era to the Soviet era to the present era.
Yes, definitely. Just to give you spiritual compositions, no matter though if they were written by the most wonderful composers like Tchaikovsky or Rachmaninoff, it was never approved of. Just during the last probably 6 years, it started to develop more and more. And this is wonderful because the Russian people themselves discovered these compositions for the first time after so many years. Which is a shame, actually. Yeah. And now many people, no matter how good their musical background is, how good their education is, many people are just, excited about hearing more and more of this music.
Or do they live actually at the academy?
Yes, they come from Moscow. They all have families in the state home. Well, the first question is easy to answer. It's about 2 months. The second part, it will take a long time. There's so many states we have to visit. Well, actually, it's a hard tour because all the time we are supposed to be on the road. It's hard. These guys are incredibly disciplined. I'm amazed at the way they're holding up. Many states.
Yeah, school also, or do you teach academics as well?
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what makes them so disciplined. I would say every day we have a minimum of 4 hours for musical education. Every day. Do we get individual coaching as well as the choral coaching, or is it strictly all? I don't think so. Nobody gets individual coaching. So, all has it. Individual coaching. thing, the choir, was completely her initiative. Nina Kamburg, the conductor, has been with musical capella since 1966, and it was her idea to create a choir. And she dedicated her whole life to it, really. So it's just the main essence, the life essence for her.
Well, does she have a family aside
No,
from...
she isn't.
Because she seems to feel maternal toward those boys.
That's true, actually. Well, it's sad to say, but she has no relatives. Her last brother died this year, so she's absolutely alone.
So this literally is her life.
This is literally her family.
Is the choir accompanied by a piano?
Yes. They have many compositions which they do a cappella, but it's just, it's more beautiful, it is more variety to the program to do something with piano. And the pianist, by the way, is also a very interesting artist. She is the winner of national competition. Every year we have national competitions for pianists, violinists, etc. So if you want to get a really good job, you need to win this competition. And she won one. So I have a high musical education. Like, for example, soloist you will hear in the evening bells. You will notice his voice because he has a very particular voice, very special voice. So he is graduate from Moscow Conservatory. He is a musical teacher himself now. And the bass, the guy who has the lowest voice, does a lot of singing for cathedrals, for churches in Russia. So many of them are invited also to do some extra job for the male choirs in church. Dirty, I think. But he sings too, but he's also the company manager. 42, yes, 42. Without myself, just 42 people on stage. On this particular tour, I act as an interpreter and manager, but actually in Moscow, I have a concert agency myself. And, actually, we have a private company, which has 3 departments: business, art gallery, and concert agency. So I'm in charge of the concert agency. And my job is to select to look for interesting performers, interesting dance groups, choirs, chamber orchestras, etc. And recommend them to impresarios abroad in other countries. And I love it because I think, cultural exchange is something very important. Moscow, which is conducted by Popov. But comparing Popov's choir to this one, I should say the comparison would be rather in favor of boys' choir, because Popov's choir has over 100 people in this choir. It's many people on stage, and it's easier in a way because, let's say the sound gives you certain richness of the sound. But what Nina Kamburg does with just 40 people sounds better than 100 people on stage. This is incredible. They do sound like musical instruments. It's like one small orchestra.
Where do you sleep when and all that?
I don't too much time on the bus, but anyway, to see these contrasts, the change of climate, of landscape, this is great, this is very exciting. And besides the people, we are meeting a lot of people, and this is the most exciting part. And everyone is so friendly, everyone smiles, and the children, they feel happy. They forget their time, very often, they just forget about it. And I said, who would ever care for a program like this at Disneyland, of all places? And believe it or not, there was a crowd of people just gathering, and by the end of the show, everyone was applauding. They loved the show, they loved the performance.
That does not surprise me at all.
And then the children had the whole day for themselves at Disneyland. They were absolutely happy. Awesome, how they liked it.